Hey, what's up, guys? It's Shawn Greenway once again for our business spotlight of the week. Got us a special guest with me today, Kelsi Navalta. She's the affiliate program manager at High Level. So I'm really excited about this call today. Kelsi, say hello to the crowd.
Yeah, hello everybody, and thanks so much for having me, Shawn.
Yeah, thanks for being on here. So I tell you what, since a lot of people probably don't know, might know who you are as the affiliate person over there, give us a little bit of background, maybe when you come on with High Level and how far advanced you guys have gotten just over the past year about going really hard with the affiliate program. So just kind of give us a background.
If anyone's not familiar with our high level affiliate program, we give out 40% commission to people who refer other high level users. So, when I first joined high level, I remember one of our first calls, we were stoked because we finally hit 5K high level users that we were servicing. So, I think I was on when we had 3,000 customers, but now we are servicing, I want to say, 15,000 active agencies with almost 500,000 small businesses under them. And the majority of the people have come to us through our affiliate program. So it's been really cool to see. I've been in this position for about a year and a half now. It's just fantastic to see the networking that everybody has and be able to see all of the agencies grow over time just by having the right tools. Like, y'all are super duper brilliant. So fantastic to just be a part of the journey for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and it's like now in these past few months, it seems like it's growing exponentially, the whole high level world. I finally got to meet you face to face in Dallas at the SaaSpreneur. It was amazing to see you and all the other guys on the stage and the people in the room. And I always encourage anybody that listens to our podcast. Anytime that High Level has an event, you need to go because you just never know who you're going to meet, what's going to happen. We got lucky enough that Chase and Paulson pulled us up on stage last day of the event. I would have never guessed that would ever happen. It was a blessing for us because we wanted to share our story. We loved it, but I know you guys have got a big one coming up in October, so I wanted to go ahead and
Mhm.
plug that a little bit. I think the final dates are going to come out pretty soon. So depending on when this podcast actually goes out, it's going to be sometime towards the end of October. So if you're listening, go ahead and block out those last 2 weeks so you'll know that nothing else is going to get on that because these events are important. So going back to this 40% on the commission side for affiliate, it's real easy for people to get the links as well for that because I remember when we first started, it was easy, but you know we kind of kick ourselves, Kelsi, that we didn't really go after this hard, a year ago when we started the SaaS really strong, or we'd been even a lot better position now. So kind of talk to them about the process of the regular model and the SaaS model, the pricing difference and how that works.
Yeah, it's so funny that you say that because the number one thing that I hear from top affiliates is always that they wish that they started sooner or they're glad that they started sooner. Yeah, we can definitely go into it. So, high level, we have three subscription plans. We have our agency starter plan, which is $97 a month. And then we have our agency unlimited plan, which is $297. These two are fantastic for agency owners in general. Starters obviously get to get started. Our unlimited plan is where you get to start scaling, start really bringing in a lot of revenue. And then we have our high level agency pro SaaS plan, where that's for the pros. It's for anyone that wants to SaaS. SaaS is software as a service. And that's where you'll get everything to be automated. You'll be able to do rebilling. And that's where we've seen lucrative amounts of income coming in for high level agency users.
Yeah.
So for affiliates, we realized that there's For me, my goal is always to give profitability back to the agency owners, and hopefully you can see that just all throughout high level. And so what we wanted to do was we wanted to reward affiliates who are really good about attracting people to high level. So on those two lower plans,
Mhm.
and then also give credit to affiliates who are good at getting people to upgrade to the pro plan. So that's what we started doing. We started saying like, hey, if you can help people find success, getting from 10K a month to 100K or whatever their next goal is, um, we'll give you some commission. So now people who come to high level can let us know that which two affiliates they're resonating with to start high level and then to scale it. And we'll on the back end give credit to both.
Yeah, and that's amazing. We love that part of it. So kind of going back over the starter one in 97. So that's limited to one location. The unlimited at 297, they can have unlimited sub accounts, correct?
So the 97, our agency starter, you can have two locations
Two.
because
Okay.
our idea is that you want to do your own marketing and then you want to have your first client. But then the
Correct.
second that you're bringing on your second client, that's when you really need that unlimited plan so you could have as many clients as you need.
Yep. And when we first started, what, November of 2019, we just went straight for the 297. But the backstory on that is that we didn't realize the rocket that we had in front of us when we got it. So we were using it kind of for fulfillment with our marketing agency clients until about a year ago. We got serious about it, white label, and the rest is history. Now just got our full year of it, and we wouldn't have it any other way. So anybody that's listening, if you're on the edge, on the fence, whether you got the 97 package or the 297, you're like, gosh, should I go to the 497? It's more than worth it. I mean, sometimes you gotta, and me and Shawn Clark were talking about this other day, is that sometimes you have to pay attention. And I think it's valuable to go ahead and spend that extra to get to that 497 if you know that this is something you're going to do. Because like us, we went for it, and then we had to go really figure it out. We got in the trenches, got 2 or 3 beta, if you will, like free accounts out, and just started getting information, building up testimonials, and then we got our first 10 users and 20, and it just kept going from there. So we're excited about that part. I wanted to ask you too. Oh, going back to the commissions and stuff. So one of the things that you guys did change up, and I want to you really explain this to our audience, is that don't guys that are listening, girls that are listening, don't worry that there's a lot of these big guys out there that are bringing people in as affiliates. That's cool, and glad they do. But there's people that are listening to this, even on this cast, that you're on the edge. At the 297 is like, should I make the leap or not? Know that you can have your affiliate, and you can attract those people as well, and you can make that difference in between. And am I saying that right, Kelsi? You explain it better. So explain to them how, if they signed up with John Doe, but because we have information and they resonate with our story, they decide they want to upgrade to the pro with us, we get a little bit, and that guy, John Doe, still gets his cut. Is that right?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. So if exactly like how you said, if people are resonating with the things that you're offering and that you're doing, you and Javier, and they want to upgrade to pro, they definitely can. And they can get whatever affiliate perks you're willing to offer for it. So I think that's a great method, especially because a lot of people will tell me like that they don't talk to their current affiliates anymore just because the relationship has evolved and matured and it's no longer what they need to
Yeah.
find success on the high level pro plan. Um, so if anyone's listening, definitely a great thing to do. Yeah, the pro plan, for anyone who's wondering, it's its own behemoth, but if you can figure out how to find success on it, and it's not a huge secret, like there's things that you can do, you can make so much money off of it. I remember the first weekend that we released Twilio rebilling, which is a feature you can only get on our high level pro plan. Only a few agencies took advantage of the Twilio rebilling feature, but we looked, and in that weekend, those agencies made an extra $20,000 just from that
It's
one
crazy,
feature.
right?
And I was like, I was like, I've never done Twilio rebilling, but that's like a big number, right? And everyone was like, oh, that's a huge number. And you just have to find what naturally makes sense for you and your clients, and there will definitely be a way to find success there. So
Yeah, and one of the other things too, I'll add to if they take the leap to the SaaS is that, you don't have to figure it all out, by yourself because there's so many people in the community. Like I love the Facebook groups. Everybody's, shares information. If you show up at, the events you'll have, you're giving away so much information. Paulson has the shows every week. Chase is putting out all kind of stuff. Shawn Clark's always, I love when I see a post from him, I know it's something about either an updated feature or a new feature. So there's a lot of excitement. So we, us being our first year of like really going hard on the SaaS is that we actually collaborate with probably 3 or 4 different people within the high level community, either for the support, um, the guys that did our put our colors and our logos, and they kind of tweak it a little bit. So there's so many people in the community. If you just take that leap, there's so many people out there that will help you kind of really kind of get going a little bit. And then you just got to, like you said, you got to dig in, because once you dig in, that's when you start learning everything. Kelsi, we've now in the first full year of SaaS, I feel like we're kind of almost like the rookies of the year because of just the way we got our teeth knocked in and what you just went for it. We went from 90% agency, 10% SaaS, and I flipped it. Now we're 90% SaaS, 10% agency. Is that when you get going in this, like we've probably done close to 400 to 450 onboarding calls. I say us, Javier and our support team for the onboarding calls. After you get through about 50, 60 onboarding calls, you start learning stuff real quick, what to do, what not to do. You get your checklist better. And then we learn what content we need to make, what kind of videos we need to make, what kind of master classes, what kind of coaching. Because one of the things you'll find out as you get into the SaaS world as a SaaSpreneur is that, sure, there's some SaaSes out there that get people signed up, they send them a video and go for it. But depending on which industry you kind of gravitate to, it's tough just to like let them have a rocket and expect them they're going to get on and just take off, right? Got to have the right onboarding. We do 2 onboarding calls on everybody. We have plenty of resources, free masterclass courses, fast track course, weekly. We just got off of our Wednesday Office Live Zoom with our clients. So and don't be afraid to get involved with your clients like that, because trust me, that's the fastest way to learn how to create what you need to continue to grow. And it's been tough, but it's been worth it. And that's why we're here, a year later, and like, man, we were a year late. And just like you said about the affiliate side, if we would have started and kind of doing the SaaS thing in the middle of 2020, God, this would have been a whole different ball game by now. But we're excited. The
I
affiliate
think
side, go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say, I think this thing, hindsight is always 2020, but y'all have started I remember seeing a report where it was talking about super successful SaaS agencies, and y'all were on it. And so of course, when we had the event, it was so great to be able to listen to y'all. And oh, what was I gonna say? I'll put that. I forgot. Please
That's
continue.
okay. That's
It's
okay.
just great to hear what you're
I'm glad
saying.
that we're on y'all's reports. That makes me feel good, because we won't, we the good thing about what like Javier's just like I am. We also, like, in a sense, like anybody else, we've given back, because I remember what we went through just to start. It was scary to say, okay, we're going to click that button and start the 497. And when we did, it's like, and then the things we went through just that first month, it's scary. So with the things that we put out on our agencysas.io site, our little Facebook group, and things we try to comment on in the regular groups, we're trying to, give some, hopefully give some tips out that people don't have to go through the certain, some of the pains. But the thing is that and this too with what your job is that sometimes you could set for weeks with somebody in your company with Shawn or Chase and them try to show you something, but until you get into it and go through the good and the bad, you never truly can do it. And what is the martial arts, they say that you can never master something until you can teach it. And you can't teach something until you go through the good and the bad. So you just got to, you take the step, dive into the 497, get in the community. We've got even some resources on our site to where a guy that can do the white labeling that he did for us, and James Rivers, he's on our site. Matt DeSena for support. We got a couple other guys in there as well, but we couldn't have done it without other high levelers and what we're doing, because Kelsi, we're at a point now to where I wouldn't call it a crossroads, but we're at that point to where it's like we're really going to take off here and grow exponentially, or we're almost plateauing. But because we went through a little rut for about 2 months, it caused us to wake up a little bit more and not to rest on our laurels, as they say. We're doing some newer things now. We're doing some challenges for new people that come on. I just got asked to speak at a conference in LA in August. That's going to be good exposure for us. So and most people that know me, we're duplicating what you guys are doing. Like, just so you know, at Lead Dragon, not only the CEO here, I'm also the affiliate manager for Lead Dragon.
No,
so
I think Shawn was ours for the longest time. So yeah, it makes sense. Y'all are growing so
I
fast.
think we've got 20. I got just over 20 affiliates, and I'm excited about you guys. And I guess I can say this because I've already talked about it, mentioned it. Hopefully it's really soon. Within a couple of weeks, you guys are going to have it to where you can start your own affiliate program for your own SaaS inside of the system. Anybody that's listening, trust me, take it from me, the pain I went through dealing with that, and I won't mention it, the third party promoter link or whatever you want to call it. It's tough to use. And I spend too much time each month, put it that way. I enjoy giving the money to my affiliates, just like y'all do, because nothing brings me more joy than to call up and say, hey, I owe you blah, blah, blah. And I'm fixing to send that over. They will take your calls, and that's a good thing. But you guys are making it easier. I think Chase kind of gave me more on it. You basically are going to be able to go in there, set it up, click a button almost after you get the information in, and it creates a link, and then you can share that with your clients or whoever that wants to use that. So do you know much about that side of it and want to speak on it, how valuable that is, or have they brought you up to par on all that?
Yeah, so we have our affiliate program, and then High Level is building an affiliate software within everything. It's going to be so much easier simply because it's there for all of our agency owners. So now you don't need to go compare pricing between all the different possible softwares. You don't need to do all the integrations. You don't need to use all these webhooks and APIs just to send out emails and stuff like that, because it's all going to be there. It's literally going to be so incredible. As you know, we've mostly grown because of our affiliate referral program.
Yeah.
And that's why we really wanted to include this, because we believe that it's how we grew. So why wouldn't we want to help y'all have that too? So we think that y'all are going to see incredible growth when you implement it as well. In terms of how it's technically going to work, I've been helping the team get some insight into different softwares, but I haven't, other than the wireframe that I got I want to say 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
I haven't seen it. So depending on when this comes out, the affiliate software might already be in beta, it might already be live.
Yeah, I think it's
Either way.
I've got a call on Monday with the girl that y'all's thing. Shawn
Oh,
hooked me
with
up with her.
Prisha.
Yeah, so I'm going to find out more details and get on the beta because, like I said, I've already got 20 something I need to just kind of, migrate over to go ahead and run that, and test it through that. But yeah, I can't, I'm probably more excited um, about this new feature for that than anything that's in there for me, because I love the sell side. I love the affiliate side. As a matter of fact, and anybody that's listening you can write this down, is that I'm going to probably, start hosting some coaching classes on how to get, more affiliates for your own white label. That's kind of that's what excites me, because like I've had really good feedback, and I guess, if you will, like I've spent a lot of time like you do, like what you're doing. Um, a lot of my week is about following up with our affiliates and trying to give them, we're working on trying to give them, what do you call it, assets and content that they can use to help them, because that's one
Mhm.
thing we've lacked on. And maybe off camera we can talk about that, how you give me some tips on what kind of stuff could I give them to help push the lead dragon, to for their affiliate side. But yeah, so think about it, guys. You can not only have your affiliate links for your high level, then you can have your affiliate links for your own white label. But now you got to have this, you got to have the pro SaaS plan to have the affiliate thing, right?
I believe so. I believe that's what it's going to be, because it just doesn't make sense
Correct.
any lower than that. Because if you're having other people refer you clients, um, why wouldn't you want the sub
Yeah.
accounts that they create to be automatic? Like that just doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
And
So,
and I hope I'm not over speaking what I'm about to say, is that for one thing, I know for sure, unless high level decides to charge extra for it, which I doubt they ever will, um, I'm going to save $100 a month right off the bat, just from coming out this third party one to use the one that high level. So it's a win. Every time we turn around, there's a new feature that saves everybody money and that can make us more money. Um, anything you want to add, like for that you see coming down the pipeline for the affiliate side? Obviously, you are adding affiliate software within inside of it. Are there any other levels that are coming, or anything that you see in the future that you want to talk about, or just kind of recap?
um, in the future, I don't think so. We're definitely finalizing a lot of exciting things for our affiliates, but a lot of it's in the air because we want to make sure that we plan our October event well.
Yes.
So by October, we'll have a
We'll
ton
hear it.
of
We'll hear it.
really
We'll
exciting
hear it at the
things.
conference, right? There's another reason to be
Yeah.
at the conference. Like
Hmm.
the things that we were told at the Saspreneur event, and the conversations and stuff, is like, wow. Sometimes and that's where you get the good information. Is so anybody, like I said, guys, check out all the stuff on our site somewhere above or below, and check out all the. We're going to start putting a lot of y'all's high levels events and classes too, on our site. So yeah, we're excited about October. This will be the first major one, right? The big one.
Hmm.
Is there a name for it, or do you know, or can you give it out? They got a name for the event?
Yes, I actually have, let me pull it
Mhm.
up. It is going to be our 2022 Level Up Summit.
Level Up
It
Summit. Love it.
is the first official high level summit. Our tagline is that it's the can't miss event for high levelers around the world.
That's what I'm talking about. It's going to be
Hmm.
it's going to be awesome. So guys, by the time you see this, if you're watching this right now, maybe you've already heard the news, and maybe they named a speaker or two, or what's going to happen. But get to the event, because I think Shawn and Chase were telling me, I don't know, it's definitely going to be limited seating. So it's not like They're just going to let it,
Yeah.
whatever. And it'll sell out quick. Cause I know the number, the seatings they said is like, oh my God,
Mhm.
we need to be paying attention as soon as y'all announce it, just to buy the tickets. So,
No, that's why by the time this podcast airs, my fear is that there's going to be no more tickets, but there's still going to be plenty of opportunities to find wins. We're going to have Oh, I'm the worst because I never know what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not. But we are going to have
that's
different
okay.
ways for people to still be a part of the event, even if they can't.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And
And I know what you're getting at there. So yeah, we won't talk anymore because you'll slip and say something
oh yeah, I
that we
will. I
shouldn't say.
will.
So, but yeah, guys, Kelsi, thank you so much for spending some time with me. Um, I know that I'm going to be, I have been, I'm going to be working more closely with you because of this whole affiliate side, and we appreciate everything that you do and everybody does over there. And I think you said you've got somewhere around 15, y'all are between what, 15 to 20,000 people that are actually that pay for high level. Is that what you're saying? Is that
Hmm.
about the number? Wow.
Yes.
And one of the things that we've heard in circles is that there's a lot of people think that, oh, it's too late, it's too late. No, it's not. Guys, this rocket, it ain't even hit orbit. I mean, if you don't get on now, you're crazy. Like this is still the
Yeah.
beginning stages. Would you agree with that, Kelsi?
I would. I mean, and I believe you alluded to the fact that you know who our big keynote speaker is going to be, but the fact that we're just getting the attention of a lot of bigger influencers and marketers in the space. If you're thinking about the affiliate side of things, like this is the prime time to become an affiliate because a rising tide raises all ships. Like all of the attention will start being right here. And hopefully, as y'all share your affiliate knowledge, there will be people that resonate. So you will be able to get you a check every month. And if you're not interested in being an affiliate, but you're interested in being pro, there's still so many opportunities to grow over there too. And I know, Shawn, I believe you have a exclusive offer with the high level team for anyone who's interested in pro, right?
Yeah, yeah. Anybody that makes it the cast are probably already on the site, but check out above or below on our website.
Mm.
We do have we've got a couple of different options, because we've got everything from snapshots, we've got coaching, opportunity for to get coached. One thing I was going to share with you, Kelsi, too, and I think you might remember this at the event. We had a client sign up with Lead Dragon about 6 months ago, and right after we come back from, and we invited them to go to the event with us because they were kind of curious about the whole SaaS thing. They come to the event with us. We brought a client to the event. I don't think anybody else did that or would even have the nerve to, because we're transparent. It's like, you want to grow, I'm not going to hold you back from growing. So when we got back, he signed up. They're on the pro SaaS plan. We took them from no client to Lead Dragon client to pro SaaS. So they moved from being a client to then a SaaSpreneur, if you will, and we helped them really get started. And they're excited as all get out, because it's one thing, and I see it with you too, Kelsi, and everybody on your team, is that when you get excited about something, passionate, and it shows, it becomes infectious, and that's one thing, like, especially I can talk all day about, high level and the things it can do, and then our Lead Dragon, and that comes across. People can feel that. And I feel like that this team, I should say, that went from client to SaaSpreneur now, is that they could see the excitement that Javier and I have of building something on top of the rocket you guys have already put together. And that's another thing too, is like, I mean, think of this opportunity for everybody. It's that, you don't have to worry about paying developers. We don't have to worry about nothing. I mean, if Javier and I said we wanted to go start our own SaaS somewhere else, I wouldn't even be able to put a number on it. I would just go ahead and probably say it's $1 million just to get started. But you don't have to do all that. I mean, it's for $497 a month, and a couple other tools or whatever to help you out or whatever, you can get going. Are you kidding me? to get to I think we got to 20,000 a month MRR within like, I don't know, 7, 8 months from starting our SaaS. I would have
Oh,
never,
wow.
I would have never, yeah, probably 7, 8, closer to 9 months, because it was just a couple, maybe a couple months before we come to the conference. But we did it, and we're of course we're trying to grow beyond that. We have our hiccups, you're going to go through losing some clients, and you learn from that, and then you try to find, better industries, change up your plans, just the things you got to do anyway with any kind of business. But amazing to be able to low entry barrier to start a company. It's amazing. It really is. So Kelsi, thank you again for being on the show today. I'm going to get you back, because I know as each month that goes by, as they keep adding new features and tightening up things, get things faster. I mean, you guys may add something to the affiliate side, and I'll probably want to get you back to help and kind of encourage people what they can give away or share, with their possible affiliates that sign up, because I think that's the big thing that we kind of struggle with too, is how much should we give away to get somebody on board, or so far we've done pretty good, because we're having a conversation with them, and they appreciate that we're just brutally honest, like, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to fail here, and they appreciate that more than just a snapshot or whatever. They want to hear the guts of it. So I'll have you back on again soon. So thank you so much, Kelsi.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much too. I've absolutely loved hearing about what everything Lead Dragon is doing, and I love you being able to be here and representing High Level. I'm truly honored.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Hopefully our name will continue to grow. We've had some really good outreach since the conference. And I know that the more and more that we put out there, we really want to try to help anybody we can. So, okay, guys, that was our podcast for today. Stay tuned for our next guest. But until then, as always, go kill it. We'll see you soon.